Okay, going ahead. The topic is one topic, but we got little off topic. We didn't go off topic. Yesterday we had to put out something because the pendulum wanted to talk, which we did do. It had to do with DAR, which is SRK. And then whatever went off on the back of it, there are other things also associated. It was not pre decided what needs to be said. We just said, oh, you want to say something? What do you want to say? So we did a Scrabble throw. Part 1 has been put out. I think it's good to show it, which I will do. But first, let's just go with the time. It's 11:41 today. It is the 30th of June 2025. It is a Monday. Right? We will take Shirdi Sai Baba's blessings, I think, first, so that we stay on track. And keep with the topic. So, anyway, we will start with taking Ganesh Ji's blessings. So, Ganesh Ji, please bless the reading. There's plenty of stuff that's coming out. Why are you giving me laddu? Please have. I mean, let me offer to you. तो गणेश जी, आई थिंक आई जस्ट टेक ऑफ माई ग्लासेस को निकालते हैं क्योंकि पता नहीं क्या है. आई जस्ट वॉन्ट टू डू माई लिटिल ऑफरिंग. So Ganesh ji, please bless the reading. Please bless all of us, all who are, actually trying our levelist best in our own little way to do our little part. So please bless everything good, and please help, good prevail. Also, dearest Ganesh ji, please give the intellect, the intelligence, the ability to understand appropriately and guide the reading. Please remove every obstruction, not just for me in the reading, but those who on the ground do the good work, as well as eradicate things that are not that good, which means the lawmakers, law keepers, who appropriately do their job. So please bless all of us, removing any obstruction coming in the way with absolute speed for achieving whatever the goals are required from law keeping, law and order perspective. Then Shirdi Sai Baba, please bless. Also Shivji, please bless. Shani ji, please bless. Parvati Mata, please bless. Kartikeya, please bless. Vishnu, please bless. Ram and Krishna, please bless. Gaumata, please bless. Along with all the gods in Gaumata, please bless. Thank you. Okay, so now we have done that. Very good. Now, what is it I want to show you? 1 minute. I had to temporarily close the video, okay, because I got a little confused. The throw was done yesterday. The throw is seen on the board, what it is, right? So what's on the board is taking it forward. So what I'll do is, you just see it says Daki E-R-E Angur. This is actually Bengali. I'm not a Bengali, but it is talking Bengali in some way. But we will be going ahead. There's plenty in this. It is what Spirit wanted to tell me yesterday. So I did the throw, checking about the previous throw. I must remember to put previous throws to a completion and then start the new throw. Otherwise, I also get confused. But anyway, taking it forward over here to show you what happened yesterday, so nobody gets confused. What is the throw reading saying over here? It is saying pendulum and Scrabble throw as decided by communicators from Afterlife Part 1. Okay, that's what this is. How did this throw happen? How did the throw happen? So this was the end of the previous throw. I was told that the key, whatever it is that the communication had to be, that is over and done with. So the last that we had over here is what? X, Dawal, Nark, New York, Rin, and something else, something connected with AI, I have a feeling. All right, and he's not spelled as Mr. Ajit Doval, he's spelled as Dawal. Okay, and something connected with New York. Okay, so this reading happened. Then we also got a little tired, so we said let's close it and come back to it later. So it says X ID double Y NIA Rin K, something of that sort. Okay, K could be Kira. Anyway, I got tired. I closed it at this point. This was in the daytime. You can see the light is falling on the board because it is daylight, like today. So we're closing the read off. Now off camera we have checked, this is night time. So we've checked with the pendulum if it would like to say anything and if we should continue. Okay, so we asked, do you want me to do a new Scrabble throw? It says yes. So this was night time where I say, okay, I'll do a new throw. So I'm asking her just to check if I'm with the pendulum. Am I wearing a cotton shirt? She's saying no, because I was not wearing a cotton shirt yesterday. Because it was night time, I wanted to check with her if she wanted me to continue the old read or she wants me to go with a new read. So I asked her a couple of questions. She answered all of this properly. So I asked, did I cut toenails? She says no, because I didn't cut my toenails. I cut my hand nails. I'd eaten vegetarian for 2-3 days prior to yesterday. Yesterday I ate non-veg. This is why I asked. There's no mutton in the house. There was fish and chicken and rice. That's what I ate. I have to ask a question first, then only the answer can come. Real time, they cannot be sitting and doing preempting. They sometimes do preempting also. Not wearing a t-shirt, wearing a shirt, button-down shirt. Didn't cut hand nails, cut fingernails. So that we showed. Toenails are not yet done. So that also we showed. Okay, only once we've understood what is asked of us, we went ahead and did a new throw. So this is what she wanted to communicate with me. Okay, I have nothing in my mind. I just understand that the previous read had to be closed. Yes, it leads up to Mr. Bezos and Sanche. Anyway, I don't know why. Ganesh ji, one dar agree okay. So they're talking about the various versions of SRK, who all are there in shapeshifting connected with SRK. You can check this video out. It's one before this. This will be part 2 with the same title. But we must show you the backdrop of it. So this is okay, one dar agree. So now since we've got that over here, since this is what we've got, it says okay, one dar agree, the various shapeshifters for SRK. When we went ahead in the read, you keep this in mind, but we will match it with that. One agree and dar. So let's see if we have that over here from within this itself. Dar agree K one okay, right? So is this more or less? It is not more or less, it is the same alphabets. So it is a continuation of this throw done on the 29th of June 2025. Moving on in the topic, and the topic being now, what is it that the pendulum wants to talk? Or through the Scrabble throw, we don't have anything definite in our mind. It has led to Sanche. Sanche, I don't want her to, I need to put it out. I will ask the pendulum to answer. I put out the location where Sanche is bound and bound hand, leg, mouth, whatever it is. It is 6.5. It's about 6. This guy has a romance with the number 6. So I was very surprised. I asked Varsha, I said, Varsha, pendulum, you tell me where she's at, who got married, So because through the last 2-3 days or last 1 month, I've been complaining, why are you taking Rohika's name all the time, Bhartila's name all the time? Since this girl has left my home, December end, why you're doing Bhartila? She's old history, and why Rohika? All the time, why that same name? Right? They are not people who figure in my life. So why you are doing this? Then when I have gone, I was very shocked that, okay, Mr. Bezos got married, but looking at him, I say, no, I'm seeing SL's face behind that face. I find the real Mr. Bezos, along with his wife, Scott McKinsey, good people. I've seen his photo, I've never felt when we see his old pictures, there's even a slight overlap of Bezos with SL, not even a slight one. This time I felt it and I said, oh my God. Then I said, is it possible that Sanjay's place, if for Kajol I'm getting, she never married a JAYA.ADVANI. She was holed up somewhere else. Same case with Anushka Sharma. Then what is it with Sanjay? So when we checked with the pendulum, we got that she is actually 6 hours, 5 hours, 45 minutes away from Bezos's home in Miami, Florida, close to his parents' house. I don't even remember the place even still. It's some Indian community, something next to his parents. It's a very upmarket something. Okay, so he has his home over there. So I didn't know this. I had to do a throw saying Bezos, I had to do a search on the internet saying Bezos and Sanchez some trip to Florida or Miami. I just said, did he go anywhere in that area? Because where she's pointing to is 45 minutes, 50 minutes away from Jacksonville. I don't even know where Jacksonville is. So when I see Jacksonville, Florida, I'm actually thinking, am I in the right place, or Jacksonville is somewhere in New York? I'm under the impression he's in New York or Washington. I don't know about the Florida connect. So anyway, when I go looking over there, then I read, oh, Jacksonville is in Florida. 1 minute, I'm on the map in Big America, Eastern Coast, but this place is some wildlife reserve near Jekyll, Dr. Jekyll or Jekyll something, many Jekylls around there. Okay, and it is all like interiors, and there are some settlements but not much. There are few roads going over there, and it's got marshy land, it's got wildlife sanctuary also, 2 of them. It is not got too many people. So I said, why she can't come out and call for help? It's got lots of toll also. You have to pass the toll from Miami, Florida to go to that place, passing through Jacksonville too. So the point is, it's in the middle of nowhere, and she's bound, and she is bound by mouth also. This is what the pendulum told me. Okay, then I remembered what Ankur had done with me in 1997, though I'm a nobody. Still something had triggered in him, and I was brought back home because I called almost immediately to my own small little network, and that triggered off everybody to convince him, and it took him about 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes to change his mind and to take a turnaround and drop me back home, on the back of which within a week or 10 days the entire thing was called off, but not in a hoo-ha manner. Nothing went out publicly, but this did happen in 1997, after which I came to Bangalore, stayed at Brewery House, got a job at Jones Lang LaSalle, started working for 3 months here in Bangalore. The office was on Brunton Road, close to Koshi Gupta's home at Prestige 4 Seasons Apartments. This is all that has actually transpired. Okay, and by then Shambhav E had newly gotten married to Umesh Hingorani, my cousin. So she was the new bride in the house, and I was staying in their home because my father's sister, who's supposed to be my father's sister, says, why do you want to waste your rent and money on rent? Your salary is not that great. You're starting out in life. You live over here, and I'll give you a car. You go to office and you just stay over here. I stayed with them for about, 3 months or so, or 4 months. Then I was getting homesick. I wanted to go back to Bombay. They were opening a Bombay office at Nariman Point. So I came back and I joined their Nariman Point office in Bombay. This is what happened. Okay, that is 97 going into the 98. By 98 October, November, I left the job and then joined Portland, India, which took me to Calcutta for another 3-4 months. Okay, Why is this very important? This is very important because Sanche, like my case, but then taken to the bigger people, like Anushka Sharma, like Kajol Mukherjee herself. This guy, his name is Ankur Patodia. He stands in for Ankur Patodia. His name is Ankur. He has shapeshifted for. But if you ask Mr. and Mrs. Patodia of GTN Textiles, how is Ankur's name spelt? The real Ankur Patodia's name was spelled Ankur. I had said Ankur's birth of date is 10th of November 1973. He's slightly younger than me. First time I've gotten involved with anyone slightly even younger than me. So I say, given you are born on 10th of November 1973, ideally Ankur's name should be spelled Ankur because it resonates numerologically. I don't know if I discussed it with him or he was listening into my home, but ultimately he did that with himself. This boy is said to be shapeshifting for Mr. Shah Rukh Khan. This is the boy who has said he has depressive maniac. He's a depressive maniac. He needs to be on pills from his UK doctor. But is it him or is it his partner in crime from not a very great background who has shapeshifted as JAYA.ADVANI, Shalina Hundelani, maybe not Shalina but definitely Varsha. You do hala on the phone, darling. You have worn the face of my sister. But who are you really? You, Nikhil Advani, his replica. You, the replica for my Varsha Advani. Nixie Nikhil, replica for Nikhil Advani, who's no more in the human form. And Ankur Patodia have the same nose. It is that Ankur, and I will not give him Patodia's surname. It's not fair to the Patodias. They have lost a son, they don't even know it. He must have harassed the mother in various ways. This was the boy who went into ICU of Bombay Hospital. In the ICU of Bombay Hospital, who is it who got him enlisted? His driver and the old lady who was working with their family since Ankur was first born in 73. The boy who went out with Rajat Kapoor's cousin, Priya Kapoor. The only girl who really went out with Ankur Patodia. The real one. Where is Palakkad? Where is Palghar? Which he says is his hometown. Where is Cochin's big bungalow on Marine Drive? Where are relatives in Jubilee Hills, Hyderabad? You put it together. This is the boy who has threatened. It's a very, very, very simple dinner. 3 couples go for a movie. Before that little maybe we went for dinner. Don't only know, can't even remember. We're meeting every second day. Either in couple groups or we're going off on our own. Or we're fighting on the phone. Mostly we're going in 2 couples. This time we're 3 couples. Those 2 boys are no more in their body. Abhay and Uday Agarwal. They've been called out to be murdered. They're cathedral school boys, so was Ankur Patodia. These are people who have studied with me school and college. Some who are really friends. These are the list of people who've been replicated, at least the first lot. That's my family who've been replicated since when? Many of them. So anyway, even when it comes to Sanche, it is possible, I don't know, I said, how is this leading to this? But then I said, 1 minute. So if they did this with me itself, I was only, how do you say, it is an informal engagement where there is exchange of gifts between people on a very small level. The talks are going on about having it on a public level. Everything is spoken. You ask Prabha Patodia, let her tell the truth. Tell the truth, along with Binod Patodia. Tell the truth. Your son was gotten, I don't know. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Let it be. They should be alive. The lady of the house always gets it really bad. And if it is a Marwadi Gujarati family, they have a zillion hassles more than the Sindhis. You didn't like the Sindhis, how you can like the Marwadis, Punjabis, Banyas, or the Gujaratis? They have a zillion more hassles than we have. Still you had a problem with us. So how you can spare them? What it is about Sanchez, whatever the wedding that happened, if Bezos passed away, he was murdered in 2013, according to the pendulum. This is his history. Why are the pendulum coming to these kind of conclusions? This is all answered by the pendulum. Notes are taken. That means the company called Cadabra, which is registered as Amazon, what is their entire database worldwide? How can it be used for a biotech war since 2015 onwards, in the hands, or maybe even earlier than that, in the hands of the criminal network? He doesn't think twice about murdering, and shameless as hell. So they did the same thing with Sanchez. What is it about Sanchez? What would he get by doing what he has done with Sanchez? These people hit the elderly, by the way. They have so much angst in them, and they don't care what your skin color is. So if he has spared the parents of Bezos, good, or Sanchez, good, but this will spread. You better nip it in the bud. They've done it in India. You tell me. I saw Kira's face. I said, but this is Kiran uncle. He is shape-shifting for Mr. Ratan Tata. How come? Then did Mr. Ratan Tata go on record saying he's opening a caregiving company, getting into homes to look after the elderly? Whose a great grand idea that must be. On the back of it, what they can get. Anyway, what I've done is I have already taken the location. I have put it out. If you would like, I can upload it. This is your culprit, along with SRK. They're saying SRK is shape-shifting in the Indian Parliament. I thought it is Jaishankar, because over there you have SRK in Jaishankar. Just 1 second. Okay, so we'll look at it. I'll put this up because it's important. I don't know if I should cut it off here only. Ankh, you know what the Ankh is? The Illuminati. Shirdi Sai Baba, if some people are still alive, please have them found and brought back. So Dar is the Ankh EA. considered God, likes to be the Badshah everywhere. It's like Shah Rukh Khan, the name is to do with the Shahs of Iran. Cyrus Mistry, Shahpurji Palunji also is that way. The difference between an SRK and a Shahpurji Palunji, Cyrus Mistry is Cyrus Mistry has money. So he can finance everything. And also come and go from Shah Rukh Khan movies if he wishes to. Iran is in the Middle East. What are Iran's background and what is its problems? I have no idea, none whatsoever. Lekin all these guys want to play God. So Modi wants to be God the Indian style. The Shahs think they are gods from Iran, think they are royalty, yet he calls himself a contractor. What is their real history? Before they were propped up by those studying law in India, journalism in India, with a great network from the BJP. You know, I also remembered one thing. Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee used to go post which year for dialysis to Bombay Hospital. It was spoken about many times to me on the phone, but because I'm not actually following BJP, it's not the party I think I grew up contributing to India, while it's elected. So all thoughts are about the Congress having run the country. That's how I've been brought up. So I really don't know much of the opposition history. So when we hear it because we take it as, oh, Bombay Hospital is 2 buildings away. Kiran Merchant's, the real Mr. Kiran Merchant's father passed away from the in-law side of Anita Sadrangani, my mother. The way his name was Narottam Das Merchant. The other one was Jayant Malhotra. From the in-law side of Kani and Kailash Advani, there also they got rid of somebody on the Advani side and Sadrangani side from the in-law side of it, on both sides, one on each side, but the same way. Now also Ritika and Nikhil Advani. Ritika is from the Sadrangani side of the family, from my second cousin's lot, or my mother's first cousins from the Sadrangani side. Nikhil Advani is my cousin from the Advani side of the family. They've been playing this all through our life. So what is the real history of these so-called gods and kings? OD का नाम यहाँ पे है, मोदी नहीं है, OD है. Connected with your cricket and Dawood. Dawood is 2 in your face. All this time being that who contributes financially and runs Bollywood and the illegal criminal syndicate via it. But you got rid of it and corporatized it. But Dawood's money compared to other people's money is how much? The financer is the criminal. जिसके पास पैसा है, जो पैसा लगाता है through how many shell companies, God only knows. How many channels, God only knows. लेकिन जिसके पास पैसा है वो क्रिमिनल है. जो वो पैसा खर्च करता है वो क्रिमिनल है. Also, I am saying, when Mr. Mukesh Ambani is shown sometime in 2002, by 2006 it is too much. Please look when he started increasing salaries of his 600 staff. When did he create Antalya? He would have been affected before that only. In a house where there are only 2 members in a 3 BHK on the first floor of called 4 Jaswell, तुमने इतना कुछ किया है कनी अडवाणी के नाम पे. A man you have destroyed in 87 itself. His sister also in 87. Name is Kailash Ingorani, he is Kani Advani. Anu Sadrangani is ex-wife. Haven't spared them, gone to the merchant household also, her second marriage. जो हम खुद नहीं करे बच्चे बनके हक से, वो तूने किया क्योंकि तू क्रिमिनल है. तो हमको नहीं छोड़े तो अंबानी को कैसे छोड़ सकता है? There are only 2 things about Mr. Mukesh Ambani. Either he is the criminal and the cause for all the mess up, or he was affected in early 2000 And they went to town from his assets also. He's got the height that Shah Rukh has, Ankur Patodia has. Skinny little thing, can get into any bodysuit, can increase height, can't decrease it. So anyway, IG got dar EA अंक. तो EA कौन है? अंकुर तो SRK नहीं है, EA बनता है. So you have over here AI also, Naak and Kaan, both I said, I think, NAAK, Naak and the Kaan. Ear and nose, that's ENT. They've not mentioned eyes, but that's also what they've gone screwing around with. आंक जो है वो आईज ही होता है ना, आंक नाक कान. That is ENT. Anek means many. So many SRKs, many Mr. Modis, many IGs, they've affected all of them. So how can this be how this can be sorted out is my question. If anyone wants to sort it, or I don't know, maybe I'm all alone, I don't know. RA is Ramesh Advani. So do we have Ravan and Jeevan over here? So you must see that movie Ravan and Jeevan of SRKs. That talks of technology that is good versus technology that's evil. This was very important, we keep getting this. The misuse of technology, artificial intelligence. So when criminals go and take over companies like Amazon, getting rid of the founder and his wife, then involve Washington Post lady only for show, but then if she has been abducted, which my reading is saying she has been, it's very sad. But I had tried warning even in the earlier years. Nothing is, this lot doesn't do anything without thinking it through. They have done so much. They got a huge agenda. You're a very small component. I'm a very small component in it all. But I'm saying the agenda is so sad that the last man on the street will not be spared ultimately. So you understand, no? It was a Shah Rukh Khan movie only, Ravan Jeevan. I can show it to you. This is one movie from Dar, Shah Rukh. This is another movie from Dar, Shah Rukh. This is Ravan from Shah Rukh in 2011. His career started the other way. This is further down the line. 2011, Ravan Jeevan. Okay, something has happened along the way, and there are many people who stood in for him. Ravan. But the point is, in both cases, they could be shapeshifters. Maybe what she's trying to say is both are shapeshifters, whether it is Kareena's role, whether it is SRK's role. Maybe Nikki Advani worked initially for SRK. Varsha also did so, the originals. Maybe they were replaced by people who are not that great. They did a good job in the cinema industry. the background is not that great. Maybe they are the ones who have given with nefarious activity, and that's where the confusion comes from. Somebody who was stood in for the real Kareena Kapoor, and somebody who was stood in for the real Nikhil Advani, and that was stood in for the real Varsha Advani. Those two may be relatives or from the same background. After all, how many people we got for Shah Rukh standing in? What are the different backgrounds? Because that's where the confusion comes in. So if we just revisit, when it comes to Shah Rukh, connected with this read, one is Agri, one is Agra, one is Dargah, one is Koi, which is Southeast Asian, one is Kori, which is South Indian. Something connected with the government of India. KKK is nobody but Kiran turned to Kira. Dar Aki. Aki is very important because Aki is either Akshay Kukreja, Akshay Kumar, Aki Roti maybe, or Akil Gupta. But Akil and Kabir are not spelled properly. Akil is not A-K-I-L. He's A-K-H-I-L. The guy who walked onto this floor did so with Akil's identity, his E.T., stood over there like Kiran Merchant. Both names in this read. So it says Aki, Government of India gone dark or gone dar. So dark also is there in this. And Kira. These are all some of the shapeshifters for SRK over the years. तुम गेरुआ गेरुआ बोलो वो गुड इनफ नहीं है. So what I am telling you over here, we got Kira. I'll just point it out in with a pen. I think that's better. K-E-E-R-A. Kira is a stand-in for Mr. Kiran Merchant, who's late Mr. Kiran Merchant. K-I-R-A-N. When you have murdered Mr. Kiran Merchant, on the back of it, didn't you take out my name is Khan? But that man was beaten up for 9 years. Why it took you 9 years to kill him? He was too much of a sant. You only murder when someone infuriates you. You need to provoke them to that level that they have to get angry, then you kill them in one shot with a knife. It took you 9 years to kill him, 9 years to kill Varsha. You have kicked Varsha from one end of a hall to another. You have hit her where her skull has been affected. Her nose has broken. The side of a temple has broken. 9 years. You have raped also. What you wanted from them? You brought in the CID, CBI in Bombay when it came to Varsha. Did you bring them to Kiran Merchant also? Or that you conveniently between 2000 and 2009 till you murdered him, you did not involve the police of Bombay? What did you do? In 2000, Mr. Kiran Merchant was put in the same place where Kajol had been holed up at, the real Kajol Mukherjee. Did you involve the Bombay police at that time? Or did you conveniently involve them only post 2009 after you've done all the fucking groundwork? Kira, the Pakistani spy standing in for Mr. Kiran Merchant, holed up in the same place that Kajol was murdered. Abducted in 1998 before the marriage on the 24th of February 2000, 1999 happened to Ajay Devgan. How many people did you rotate in her one identity? That when there is the Dilwale movie, they have gone to Europe. One version you have abducted and kept her back in Europe. You have recently murdered her. Same place Anushka Sharma also was pulled off the grid, the original one. And latest is Sanjay. So if Anushka Sharma did not marry Virat Kohli, Kajol Mukherjee did not marry Ajay Devgan, Bezos, it says, was murdered in end December 2013. His wife 2014. Then Sanjay you would have pulled off because she was the target. The syndicate has grown large enough. Sanjay is seen with Bezos going for a drive to Jacksonville and beyond. Maybe not, it's their private life. How difficult it is to have her exchanged in a place unsuspecting. Something so innocent but wearing your silicone and bodysuit. You got enough of a network to help you on that road. You have to pass all the tolls, so it is seen that you've gone also, you've come back also. Everything seems fine. But in that time, yes, this guy likes momentary lapse of reason. Momentary lapse of reason. That is who? Beatles? Or Elvis, or what, God only knows. It is somebody I don't even listen to. He has given me the CD over there. So in momentary lapse, how much can happen? After all, if we go back to the Ankur issue, I am the evidence. I am not lying to you. The real Mr. Abhay and Uday Agarwal, to whom the call went from Varsha after I have called her and said, see what he is doing, he's not listening, tell him to turn the car back, he's saying he's going to drop me in Lonavala, I have to feel fear and pain and cry, how it is to cry, how it is to feel fear, all the shit he's talking. Ask him, and of course I would have been a little panicky but not very panicky. But I must have been panicky. I don't remember. Then she's called Uday Abhay. They have called him on his phone and said, what, you gone mad? What are you doing? Bring her back home. And there only it is decided this cannot go ahead because this guy is volatile. So within a week or so we break up. He comes consuming an overdose of pills to my house, passes out. His driver and the woman who was working in their home from the time Ankur Patodia was born are the ones who put him into the ICU of Bombay Hospital 2 buildings away. Because his parents, Binod Patodia and Prabha Patodia, travelling abroad. Just the way when I have broken up with Mr. Sanjeev Lekhraj, Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj, in that called 5-month marriage, his parents also for 1 month had gone to where for a holiday. When I left the house, isn't it strange? The same bloody events keep happening each and every time the same fucking way. One was 1997, the other one is 2002. You know about it. Somebody who's a very dark personality has gone ahead and done this movie. This movie is 2011. It is after SKF started, which means a lot of people were abducted before that, replaced before that. जो बोलते हैं अगर वाइल्ड बॉय SK vis-a-vis फैमिली मैन SRK, डैमेज तो SRK के आइडेंटिटी पे हुआ है, SK तो है कुछ नहीं, लेकिन उसको बढ़ाओ चढ़ाओ, इमेज बिल्डिंग करके वैसे दिखाओ, ऑल आइज ऑन दैट, छुप छुप के वो करता है जिसके तू सोच भी नहीं सकता है. सेम विद मिस्टर इलॉन मस्क एंड बेजोस. They have played it this way every time, man, under your nose. And whenever they've done something, they have always let you know through entertainment what they're up to. But they say your training will be in the opposite direction of understanding what is the simplest method. Where the simplicity is, you won't even look at. But that's where all the damage through is happening, on the back of it. And they laugh at you every time. The karya is very important. I don't know if I've already done this before. Don't know in what topic it is. Karya means somebody who is contributing to the construction work. Karya क्या करता है? लादी को लगाता है. The karya does the work of floor laying, maybe civil work of some kind. The karya is not the carpenter. The karya is the one mason. Is the karya a mason? So don't we have Freemasons along with your Illuminati, a lion's den? But all that is dance drama over here. At a soul level, when you go, who's really going to call the shots? No, you tell me. Oh, Dr. Karya G1E. Okay, whatever that means. G1 compared to Ra1 is supposed to be the better guy. He tries saving the situation all the time. Is it to do with genes? Do we have Nigeria over here? Because this is very important. The Nile and Nigeria. It's called Lagos, Nigeria, right? This South Africa is very important for lots of things. Mr. Manjeet Sadrangani, my mother's brother, was in Lagos, Nigeria, but he's supposed to have been done away, one of the first done away with, as early as 1985. His daughter was shown murdered at my home, 1996, behind my back. The pendulum confirmed it. 1996, I was at QUT. The house was 3 rooms, one into another. I don't know who got married to Max then. She was the last to go. Their son is still alive. This is the other brother. That's the first brother. Older brother, younger brother. His daughter Alicia became an MBBS. She was away for 5 years at Sangli to become a doctor. She has done her internship. After that, what happened? You plug somebody conveniently in her place to be the doctor? With what values? You waited for her to graduate. Sangli is far away from where this girl has been brought up. Her old friends, even if they do meet her, they'll say, no, for 5 years she went to Sangli and studied, so she could have changed. This is what you've done in many cases. When I've gone to QUT to study, at that time you've taken my passport. On the back of it, what did you do? When I have gone and said, I've done my MBA, gone to Manisha Advani, she has opened a recruitment firm at Tardeo. When she looks at her Bhojwani is her partner. When she looks at my resume, she says, you did this over there, you did this long distance. You actually went there? Yeah, I went there. But where did the rumors float from? Isn't Nikhil Advani brother of Manisha Advani who makes movies in Bollywood? So we spend our money, our passport gets stolen, you call us Benam, you talk about us, and then you bend reality, and you think you are going to make the world a better place because of what kind of bullshit? So who really holds the reins where it matters, you will come to know now in time to come. Yeah, Freemasons, Ankh as well as Kariya. Just a little matter of time. Yes, Advait tarike se hi, and all will gain equally according to the work put out by you and the rewards due to you. Why do we have Regina over here? Regina Pacis, where Bharti comes from. This is where our maid Bhartila came from. Now Bhartila is the one who is shape-shifting partly. She has shape-shifted in Rohika's camp. She has shape-shifted as Anita Merchant, ex-Mrs. Anita Advani. She has shape-shifted, I think, recently in Sanchez's place. Connected with SL. SL's name is not here, I'm surprised. SL is Aki? Or Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj's identity is rotated by whom? How many people? Cyrus Mistry was one of them initially. The shop boy at Cotton World converted also himself to shapeshift as Sanjeev Lekhraj. But is Aki the real problem? Spelt as A-K-I, but no L in this read. At another read. Are you Aki? Are you Akshay Kumar? Are you Akshay Kukreja? Have you destroyed Akshay Kumar's setup? He bought a house in Cape Town. His house was stolen from by his domestic help. It became a big thing in the police and in the journalism. Point is was that you giving a message out to people that you actually got rid of him and his entire net worth. Straight swooped into your bank account by placing a caretaker in his place and then messing around with the rest of his network. Did you do that? Because that's what you do. But you just can't contain it. You have to put it out in some way to some extent, which is what you did. Which year was that? It is not very easy to make even $1 million. It is hard work. It is very easy for criminals to become billionaires by just killing people, grabbing their assets, and then they become the billionaire. But that is the most foolish fuck that does that. Because once you're out of this little time, you're done for really long. Then you will come to know who holds the reins. And then compared to that, who you are. Yes, Advait and all will gain equally. The rules are the same for everybody. There are 15 lokas, work and go where you earned. You will gain equally according to the rewards earned by you for the work done by you. Now let's come to Rohika, my dear. How is Rohika spelt? She has gone on record saying she has purposely shapeshifted into my house. This Bardila is picked up from Regina. When? 2003 June. But prior to 2003 June, what has happened? Varsha had a fuck time. She's my real sister. Supposed to be French blue blood. Kiran Merchant was pulled off the grid, put underground. Pakistani spy called Kira was brought out as Kiran Merchant in 2000. My marriage was a fuck up, known to some fucks. That was 2002. Left on the 4th of August 2002. Entered into on the 3rd of March 2002. Anita can't tolerate it. Ex-Mrs. Anita Advani says, I will take you to court and do a PIL on you. She is pulled off the grid and thrown with her husband in the same fucking place, somewhere off the Pune Expressway. Bombay Pune Expressway, somewhere close to Panvel. That same fucking harbour line when Ankur Patodia, 1997, has threatened to drop me at Khandala. So I can feel pain, cry, all that shit and fear. She is dumped with her legally wedded husband who has been pulled off the grid 2.5 years earlier. Out comes next Anita Merchant. End 2002-2003 onwards. My return to Bombay by May-June 2003. Then Pushpa saying she wants to go back to her village. She needs to be dropped back to Regina Pacis, which we do. And Regina Pacis nun says there is a girl who has newly arrived over here. She's from Jharkhand. She's a good girl, you take her. So I say okay, and we bring Bhartila. I bring Bhartila home to work at my home. That is June 2003. Varsha produces Sharanya 2nd May 2005. On the back of it, Rohika says she did come to my home pretending to be Shalina Hundalani, who had a terrible delivery at Bridge Candy Hospital. In spite of booking her VIP room, got a real shit room where nearby the Kadiya is busy making all the fucking sounds of carpentry, drilling, grilling. This girl has not even come out, she's just come out, and her delivery wasn't an easy one. Yes, Bridge Candy Hospital. When the girl next day or the day after is moved to the VIP room, Varsha says it was not her. She was removed to be CRISPR. There's a doctor over here. How does CRISPRing happening? At my hands, I know about biology, I know about genealogy, I know about DNA. Or you know it. Bridge Candy has what? Military sitting over there, or doctors. Varsha was CRISPR to become Mrs. Anita Merchant. And she was that till 2009, before which she was taken to the same place where Kiran Merchant was murdered. After beaten up pretty badly, on the back of it, my name is Khan was also brought out. Mr. Kiran Merchant, the original I said, is a very nice man, he's very simple, he doesn't even look at you. That's because maybe he had Asperger's, I don't know. We don't know these terms. He's born in a rich family, he's got a golden spoon in his mouth, he's looked after, he's spoiled. If he doesn't like something, he takes the whole thali, which is, a big plate in metal with lots of little metal bowls in it. It is nicely spread out, takes it and throws it on the floor. That's because that's how his mother has mollycoddled him. His older sister is 15-20 years older than him. His father is very big. He can afford to do it. Why will such a man give it such shitty activity? But can such a man help in the raw without letting anyone know? He's a Gujarati, Hindu, doesn't even eat onion and garlic. They are vegetarian from generations. Varsha was dumped in that same place. The rotation, the churning on 1-1 identity. Why you have not caught it, I don't know. I don't want to say it. It is difficult, but this is what it is in the background. Regina is showing itself over here. That's Bertila. Rohika Chagla Mistry, who is late Mrs. Rohika Chagla Mistry, according to my pendulum, along with her mother-in-law, Cyrus Mistry's mother, Patsy Parindubash, are both actually late. They are no more in the body. That's what my pendulum insists, Baba. So the last 3-4 months that Bertila was with us in 2005, she started working sometime May, June 2003. They try to remove the girl after 1 year of working. They like to send her somewhere else for her own safety, or she goes back to her village. The convent is very, very, very strict, and they have many rules and regulations for those who are the employers too, which we try to follow to the T. But then we are called what? Stamping down on other people's human rights. You can't seem to make up your mind what you want. You're very good at creating confusion. One hand you will say something, other hand that only you will convert it. Like a good political lawyer. Who wants what on the back of it? Anyway, in the pendulum, Rohika Chagla Mistry says that she did shapeshift as Shalina Hundalani, the girl whose eyes were flashing. That one afternoon when Sharanya is 3 months old, she has tumor, she has brain tumor, she has epilepsy. She's born to parents who are thalassaemic minor. It is a trait in girls who are Sindhis, primarily because you have a European trait in you. Most girls have it. This is what I was told about the Fort Convent lot, including myself. So I went and got a test done on the back of Varsha's problems having her Sharanya Hundalani. I was surprised because even in my thing it was showing as thalassaemic minor. I say, okay, all right, whatever it is, everybody, all Sindhis have it, so I also have it. Not a big deal. Anyway, the boy I was married to is some B minus, B plus, something of that sort. So that would not have been a problem with me even at the very beginning. Right? So I wasn't bothered. But since that marriage didn't work, maybe next time. So one has to be aware of it. Sharanya is 3 months. She's crawling and crying because for whatever reason her mother has left her at the house and then gone somewhere for 1-2 hours. Then she has entered, but she's like a fighter cock and she's very aggressive. And I say, what happened to Shalina, Varsha, or file named Cat? That's what I think she is. My sister Varsha. She's a very, very diplomatic and a soft girl. Yeah, she can trigger you and we can fight, but she'll do it in a very different way. This one is outright aggressive. What happened to her? Then I get a bigger shock. She's gone to the kitchen, so I'm following her and telling her about her baby, who's in my bedroom crawling and crying and wailing on top of her voice. So my heart is in my mouth and I'm feeling really sad. And I say, still her eyes are flashing. Now she's entered into the kitchen, but now imagine my second shock. Second shock that I have is what? Bertila is eating rice. And she's sitting in a corner of that kitchen, which otherwise she is always very open. And we eat out, not Bertila. Bertila is working in my home. We eat out as owners and employers, owners of Fo Jaswal, employers of Bertila, and whichever other 2 staff members who work in our home part-time other than Bertila, for 2 members of the family. 3 staff for 2 members of the family. My father and me. And that's minimum. Because other than that, we otherwise have 6 to 5 people working in our home. You wanted to project me as bad, my parents as bad. Since when? What do you get on the back of it? What do you get on the back of it? So Rohika said that was her who was over there. She wanted to give us a bad name. Bertila went on record saying that after 1.5 years of working in my house, suddenly she has started doing things that she's never done before. It has affected my chin also. If you want to know what my chin is. This is why we have to ask her, why are you doing these things? Don't. She blames it on vinegar. I said, don't bring vinegar into the house. Where has she hidden the vinegar? That's a white solution. Can be anything, it can be vinegar. For people who eat out and are out of the house every second day and entertaining and entertained at social clubs in Bombay and OK Network at that point in time till you corroded it. Food is cooked in the house every day. Nobody ever goes into the kitchen to say, what are you eating? Which is the way it happens in India actually. They have separate food for people working in the house. Everything is not open the way it was in my home. If there is fish cooked in the house, non-veg cooked in the house, chicken, mutton, everything damn bloody expensive. It is there, it's on the table, it goes to the kitchen, who wants to eat. After that, put it in the fridge, bring it back if it is still there, convert it if you want to. It's an open house. Yet you fucked around with us. Go check in the other houses how they run their homes. Everything costs money. To hell with you! This is the same girl who is shapeshifted for Sanche. SL is her partner in crime. Some of these girls have been hired from Regina Pacis, the boys and the girls. The way there is a girls' convent, there's a boys' convent too. When you can train the girl on all the skills of what she has to do when she goes to work at somebody's home, you're the ones who say she shouldn't have a boyfriend, she shouldn't get pregnant. You all need to be vigilant. She has to come to the convent once a week. Which we are happy because at least if she doesn't tell us, she has somebody, a nun to go and talk to. That's how we are. We are happy. But then if you can train her on all this, why don't you train her not to talk to boys? She shouldn't get pregnant. She shouldn't have a boyfriend. Why do you put that on us? And then when we have to watch out for ourselves, we are called stamping down on people's human rights. What, we don't have any other work to do than to watch out for what your girls are doing. When we come to Regina, do you make us fill in a form? Ask what work you want the girl to do. You can't play it every way. This is why it's catching up with you and how. Who really holds the reins, you're going to come to know now in time to come. Every small hypocritical move. You know, hypocrisy is one thing, manipulation another thing, outright lying another one, cheapness, murder, stealing. You've gone on record in which year to say it is very easy to become a billionaire. When have you done it? Surely not after 2014. You did it on Bezos' face. We go into his yearly, whatever it is he puts out every year, his once a year thing. You change that also. Something he always does. So if you look at it historically, every year he says the same thing. You changed it slightly and actually it is a cryptic insult back on him. That's when the shapeshifter had entered. So Rohika is spelled how? Rohiqua or something of that sort. She's not spelled this way. But doesn't this come to Rohika? I always called it ROI, as in return on investment. I never knew that Cyrus Mistry existed. I came to know Cyrus Mistry exists only at Holiday Inn Racecourse. I'm bored. I'm there for 5 weeks. I'm watching TV. That is normal TV. Otherwise, I don't really do that. I don't bother with it. Then that time also I didn't know he's married to, actually who he's married and all. I just got a shock. I said, but the guy who was bringing the food to the room, hotel room, there's something looking similar, but this is older, that is younger, that was the one who is live is thinner, this one is fatter. So I don't know, seems similar but is not the same, something of that sort. Then let it go. Then I don't know, there's so many things in my throat that keeps triggering off that time frame, gives the same bloody information on and on and on. Then now that was 2022, we are now 24 to 25. The topic is all these people put together, whether it is the Fernandes family, whether it is Ratan Tata, whether it is the Cyrus Mistry, don't even know he Shapurji Palunji, don't care also. SRL, SL, SRK, SK, SKF, Fernandes has F in it. Rats with Fernandes, Rat F, R Rat F. Could you tell me what this is? I thought I didn't even see this before. This is real time right now, I've seen it. So we had to say what we had to say, because when we see these kind of things, then bolna padta hai. Now you decide how you want to deal with it. I'm tired of your fuck all games. That's it. And I'm just telling you, Yudhishthira, if you think 5,000 years ago is a joke, that's one example. You know how we have judgments passed in the Supreme Court, High Court? You know how? They cite previous judgments based on historical events. Then you get your judgment faster. Same with the lit realm of judges in the afterlife. You learn from them actually. Then when you come here, you come to expend something. But along the way you get a little confused, and because of the complications of the 15 realms. Sending souls, all congregating on earth. But over there is no such, you don't get confused. But it's a similar style of working, without a hypocrisy or anything. So if you take Yudhishthira's story, he spoke an entire truth, half under his breath. He also was not spared. For little time he had to go where he had earned. So manipulation gross, hypocrisy gross, law and order and justice system mixed with filthy politics. Blatant wanting to prove something, going out of your way to do it. Then you know what repercussions there are to how many people? So Advait tarike se, no rich, no poor, no high, no low, no girl, no boy, Yama style. Past evidence already documented. Your Akashic records also documented. Your journey also documented. Everybody is Advait in the soul form, connected with the Supreme Being presiding it. You take what is yours as rewarded to you as per your earnings for the work put out by you. Odi is a shapeshifter for Mr. Modi. Mr. Narendra Damodar Das Modi is no more in his body. This was a Nidra, N-I-D-R-A. So maybe Rohika, who shapeshifted for Rohika, is also shapeshifting for Mr. Modi. Maybe she's a sly woman you have to be very careful of. तुम हमारा, you wear the body suit of my mother sometimes my sister, sometimes me, depends where and who you are meeting, where you are messing communication with. Idhar ka udhar. How many families have got destroyed? You couldn't care less. You got your own baggage of poor earnings, poor birth, so you think others do that to you. So you're on a revenge mode, the way Akshay Kukreja has spoken about it in New Zealand. Right? A little glimpse of Akshay Kukreja is who? Mr. Hafiz Syed, maybe? Clean shaven completely. Wearing shorts and a t-shirt. And his hoodie. Staying on Orchard Park, which is the student accommodation of University of Waikato. In hotel management course. Then the same boy, brown skin. Same boy suddenly becomes absolutely fair after suddenly in the course of those 4 months, 5 months of that one semester term. Towards the end of my stay in Hamilton. Well toned, well turned out, fair, refuses to recognize me. Looks past through me and walks straight through me. Walks with a swag. You tell me. One day when he is still now in transition. He's tall boy, not small, not short. Yes, he can definitely work at Elon Musk's camp. He's that tall. But when you're fat, you don't feel that tall, right? You're a fat teddy bear. But when you are then you're making your body proper, becoming fair. Fit tall you are, walking with a swag. In between you come to Orchard Park, my cottage, outside my cottage room. Nose plastered to the bloody window. I'm doing my prayers. Were you not there? Look at you and say, what happened to you? Oh, I'm wearing contacts. What color you are wearing? Greenish grey, can't make out. But different eyes.